Right in front of our hero, the King of Anomalies was releasing its overwhelmingly powerful death aura. As our hero sensed that terrifying aura, his heart jolted with fear, and he thought to himself, "Why do I feel such a extremely troublesome presence?" Down below, the members of our hero's team were also terrified after witnessing this scene. Chen Ruo, trembling in fear, looked up at the King of Anomalies in the sky and asked in panic, What is that thing?" Standing beside her, Su Qingying spoke in shock. "This level of anomaly concentration, it's even higher than last time in Tai City." Before she could finish her sentence, she suddenly screamed at everyone, "It's coming! That thing is what's making the pillar of light keep increasing." At this moment, the Anomalies King that had appeared was enormous beyond imagination. From within its massive body, a terrifying death energy continuously erupted, and everyone who sensed it felt overwhelming fear. The Anomalies King released its powerful death aura directly toward our hero. The moment our hero felt it, he clutched his head and said in shock, "This forcibly twisted mental pressure, it feels like my brain is being polluted. This nauseating sensation, what is going on? So strong, has a fully born and completely evolved King of Anomalies already appeared? This death energy is stronger than anything I've ever encountered before." At that moment, several energy-type attacks rushed toward our hero. Struggling to steady himself, he destroyed those death energies with his sword while thinking, "Yang attributes restrain dark attributes. This death attribute and the dark attribute belong to the same system. It's a branch of the dark attribute. But even my strength in Yang attribute still can't completely suppress it." The battle continued without pause. Our hero charged toward the Anomalies King to attack it. Seeing this, all the villagers cried out loudly, "We beg the gods, let divine miracles appear once more. Protect our people, bless all living beings." As our hero advanced toward the Anomalies King, he created a protective shield to resist the death aura. However, Su Qingying, watching from afar, suddenly panicked when she saw that the protective shield had already shattered and the death aura had captured him. Seeing this, she screamed desperately from a distance, "Sealer!" At this point, our hero had already been captured and was unconscious. Meanwhile, somewhere in the city, Lin Yi suddenly felt something strange. Her heart tightened in fear as she muttered, "Cousin." Panic surged within her as she thought, "Why am I feeling so afraid? This should be just like any other mission. My cousin is so powerful he effortlessly killed 2 kings of anomalies before. Could something really go wrong this time? If I had known, I wouldn't have listened to him. I should have gone to Moon City with him." Just then, Lin Yi received a phone call. It was Galen. She picked up the call and greeted her, and Galen said gravely, "Yi, we've received a message. Moon City has been surrounded by a massive cluster of tombs, and a lockdown order has already been issued. Something has happened to your brother." The story then shifts to the Tai City Spiritual Association, where a serious meeting was underway. Everyone was discussing intensely. One person said, "Everything had just finally started getting better." Another added, "Could it be that the sealer has truly fallen?" A third spoke with despair. "Then, does that mean humanity's resistance has really been meaningless? Even the sealer?" The scene shifts again, this time to the Divine City Spiritual Association headquarters conference room. A meeting was also taking place there. One man standing at the front said, "The Spiritual Association's negligence regarding Moon City is deeply regrettable. A B-rank anomaly fluctuation actually gave rise to a King of Anomalies. This confirms that a King of Anomalies must be eliminated before its evolution is complete." At that moment, Guuru stood up angrily and said, "Is this really the time to be saying things like that?" As she spoke, she turned to leave and said firmly, "I'm going to Moon City." Seeing her leave, someone behind her shouted angrily, "What are you going there for? You are a core vanguard of Divine City. The military has already deployed forces and is concentrating power to break through into Moon City." Guuru stopped and snapped back angrily, "First, we almost lost a Vajra realm venerable. Now, we're sacrificing another pillar of Xia Nation. What are you trying to do? Abandon another city? If you can't defeat anomalies, you just stop fighting? Since when did the spiritual association become like this? I absolutely cannot agree with your stance. Hearing this, the man in front shouted back. It was the sealer himself who insisted on going to Moon City. This is the era of spiritual energy revival. One wrong step means death. Even if it was him. What's so surprising about this? Guuru released her power and roared furiously. Then let's all just wait to die. Why resist at all? Why cultivate at all? When Divine City faced the great disaster back then, why did Elder Wu sacrifice himself to seal it? We might as well have sealed Divine City, abandoned it, and waited for extinction. After saying this, she turned and left. Watching her go, the people behind her spoke among themselves. We're doing this for everyone's good. What use would it be even if you went? As Guuru walked away, her expression became ice-cold and resolute as she thought to herself, a bunch of cowards. I have personally witnessed the sealer's strength. I don't believe he could die so easily. After this, the story shifts to the outskirts of Moon City, where all the military forces had already arrived. Among them, we see Senior Wu sitting inside one of the vehicles. As Senior Wu senses the death aura ahead, his expression turns deeply shocked, and he says gravely, the attribute of this king of anomalies is a variant of the dark attribute, an entirely new death attribute that has never appeared before. I estimate that the sealer's misfortune occurred because he encountered an inescapable rule. After saying this, he begins to step out of the vehicle. Galen is with him, and several people are already present at the scene. When they see Senior Wu and the others getting out of the car, a guard hurriedly reports, Elder Wu, Sister Lan, the military zone vehicles, are unable to break through. Hearing this, Galen snaps angrily, what do you mean by that? The guard immediately explains, all deployable forces from every military district have already rushed in for support, but after several rotations, it has been completely ineffective. Moon City has been covered by an enormous number of tombstones. No matter how much force we send to attack, an equal number of tombstones emerge to devour us. Our attacks can't even reach the frontline soldiers. All the warriors we sent forward have already been dragged into the tombstones. The power of the King of Anomalies is still spreading and radiating outward. He pauses briefly, then continues in a heavy voice, after rapid simulation and analysis, the probability of resolving the Moon City situation is 0. As he speaks, everyone around begins to panic. Someone then asks Senior Wu anxiously, Senior Wu, should we retreat from here? The King of Anomalies fears no attribute and can even suppress the abilities of the frontline vanguards, including the sealer. Before he can finish, Lin Yi interrupts angrily, no, I will not retreat. All of you have done very well, but I will go in myself. At this point, the story shifts once again to Moon City Plaza, where everything has fallen into complete silence. All the tombstones remain standing exactly as they were. However, powerful death energy continues to be released from within them. As that death energy pours out, it is all transferred directly into the body of the Anomalies King. Amid this scene, we see our hero. His unconscious body lies inside a coffin, while countless small centipedes crawl across him. At the same time, a green-colored energy is continuously being released from his body. At that very moment, a system notification appears before our hero. The Death Brand ability you implanted has been successfully activated. You have obtained the ability of Infinite Death.